Hey guys, we got a great video for you today. It's on the slice serve. I'm going to teach you how to get even more slice on your serve. Really make that thing go off the court, have your opponent crashing in the fences, cutting into their body. If you're ready, let's get started. Hey guys, my name is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching, and you know what? Today you're in for a treat because this is my favorite thing to teach, and that is the slice serve. So before I show you how to get more slice on your serve, I want to talk to you about why the slice, in my mind, is the most valuable weapon to have, especially for recreational players. I think the slice serve, no matter what your age is something that we can always improve and get a little more action on the ball. And I think we can have the best results on it. You know, with a flat serve, that's more of a power serve, and you can hit all the corners on a flat serve, so that's great. But, you know, the ball's not going to move too much when it hits the ground. The kick serve, for many people, can be a challenge physically to do, and plus I think, you know, unless you're playing at a 5-0 level or above, the ball's not really going to do a lot of different things when it hits. I think with a slice serve, you really have an opportunity to add a lot of variety and fool your opponent and hit many parts of the box. Okay, so it can really set up your partner in doubles, and it can also give you easy second shots on a singles court. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to get, if you already know how to hit a slice, I'm going to teach you how to get even more slice, because a lot of people come take lessons with me, say that the ball doesn't move off the court enough or doesn't get enough action on it. And I'm going to show you a couple things that you're doing that's keeping you from that, and then what you can do that's basically the opposite, or maybe just a little tweak sometimes to get more action on your slice serve. Okay, so the first thing I want you to look at is the grip. To get more slice for free without having to think too much, really study your grip. Your grip, you might not be far enough over. So I'm a lefty, and we're working off the continental grip, right? So if you're somebody who has a frying pan grip, you're gonna have a really tough time getting any slice on the ball. It can be done, but it's really tough. So you wanna be in that continental grip. But what I want you to do then is to take a look at Milos Raonic. The way you hold this racket, he then turns a little more open like that. So right there, just by opening up the strings here, you're gonna be able to naturally get more slice on the ball. This is something you can also do, just an exercise like this. Practice that so you can really feel the slice. Now, one of the things that one of my students did, one little tip that one of my students gave me, is she was learning how to slice, and so she'd get in this grip that I taught her, and she'd kind of cut the ball and bounce it to her so she could really feel that slice. And I thought that was a really good idea, so she can kind of feel what that slice is going to feel like before she goes and hit the serve. And it actually really improved her slice serve. So make sure you're in that grip, maybe practice a couple cuts on the ball and cut it to yourself, and then get into a stance to where when you're looking at your strings, make sure that they're really looking up to you. See, if I'm like this, it's going to be easier for me to hit a flatter serve. I'm still in the continental grip, but if I'm set like this, it's going to be easy for me to hit the ball kind of flat with a little bit of slice. But as I open it up, now I can really cut those strings and get a lot of action on the ball. So practice this position, make sure the strings are looking at you, throw the ball up, and then practice cutting around that serve. All right, let's go to tip number 2. All right, so tip number 2. Now, I know a lot of you watching out there are adult players and you play in a doubles league. And so one of the things that you can do to get more slice on the ball, at least have it appear to have more action on the ball, is where you stand. As a lefty, when I play doubles, I love to stand right out here, right against the single sideline. This is going to give me a lot of action to bring the ball across the court and off the court. It also makes my into the body serve more devastating. It appears to move more. It's got more room to move and create the action and get the angles off the court. So definitely use that. If I'm serving on the deuce side, sometimes even in doubles, I'll stand closer to the midline so I can get that ball to go down the middle and then hook off. Okay, but just watch what I'm doing here. Okay, so just watch what I'm doing here and how far we can get that ball to move off the court. Another thing I like to use is I like to have goals. So I see there that they've got a wind stop back there, and so my goal would be, can I get it to get in the box and to get on the opposite side of that of that backboard back there. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to really have that as my vision. So I look back there, then I look into the box. I imagine and visualize how the ball is going to go, throw it up, and get the ball to go. And you can see we got it on the opposite side. I think I can get it even further off the court. Throw it up. Now that one I didn't get it off the court. So what I'm going to think now is I got to really make those shoulders flow. I held my shoulders too much, was another tip we're going to get to. And you can see that get way off the court. One more time. And that was a really good one. So you see what's happening there? My opponent, just to get the ball back, is having to move way off the court. In fact, I can't even move my camera. I'd have to move the camera right now to show you where they'd have to go to return the serve. So this is giving you all kinds of openings to start your point and for your partner to be able to poach. So that's a really good thing, just moving where you're standing to get a lot of action on the serve. Okay, so if you're a singles player, obviously you can't go as far out here, but I still think you should be moving over. So let me just move my bag here. So if I want to hit a serve, and I like to call this line sliding when I'm playing. If I like to hit a serve down the middle, I'm going to stand more closer to the middle here, and now I can flatten it out, or maybe even hit a kick serve up the middle here. But if I want to get my opponent off the court and I'm playing singles, I'll probably move out to about right here. And if I feel like if I'm out here, I can still get that ball to break and go past that backstop back there because I give myself the angles. It's not as easy here. Even though I have a great slice serve, what's going to happen? The closer I am to the line, then I'm going to miss a lot of my great slice serves wide. It just doesn't have enough real estate to create that break. I want to allow the slice the opportunity to make a nice break. So if I'm closer to the line here, hitting this slice, whoa, that actually worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But it's not easy to do. Let me try that again. So I'm here. Okay, we've done 2 in a row pretty good. Let's see if I can do 3 in a row. Okay, but it is harder, okay? I hit two really good ones, but I think it's harder. So that was actually, we're gonna keep it on film just because I'm happy. I didn't think it was gonna move that much being this close, but it's certainly easier as I move out here to bring that ball off the court. You see that? That ball went much further out wide, and I missed it by that much, but you can see the potential that thing's got. It's going much further off the court just by moving a couple of steps over. Okay, so we're going deep with you all today. The next tip on how you can get more slice on your slice serve is imagination. And I think to have a really good slice serve, you want to have a good imagination, and things that you have in your head are not necessarily physically happening here. So what I imagine when I hit a slice serve, when I hit it, I imagine the ball breaks out off the court that way. It's not doing that, but that's what I imagine. I imagine it going further out here, actually traveling almost into the green, and then it's going to start to curve back and break back. I find that a lot of people have really tough time and miss a lot of serves wide on the slice is they aim directly at their target, and then they're usually missing everything wide. So I want to think of myself like a professional bowler, like it's going to curve almost into the gutter and then go in towards my target. And I know that you might be thinking, well, geez, I don't know if I can do that, Pete. I'm telling you, I've taught so many adult players 3-0, 3-5, 4-0. You just have to trust yourself. You just have to, you know, get out there with a basket of balls. Once you get that feeling of slice, then imagine and really try and hit the ball out to this part first while hitting your slice and see all the action you can get. So now what I want to do is I want to forget about the box. I just want to see the movement. We don't care if it goes in. And you want to set yourself up to where your legs are really facing out this way to the other courts out there, and you're throwing the ball up. I like to throw it a little more out to the side, and I'm coming here. Now I'm aiming around the outside of the ball, okay? So we have this pen ball here. I'm aiming out here, but I'm looking to throw out this way and then hook around. And you just gotta trust yourself. Even if you don't know how to do it, fake it till you make it, okay? You're in your continental grip, You're aiming for the outside of the ball, but you really think about throwing everything out that way and then really coming around big time, which is going to be our last tip that I'm going to give you on how to get more slice on your serve today. But watch this. So I'm going to come here. I like to throw the ball a little more out to the side too. I'm picturing myself throwing out this way, coming around, and really having that thing move way around. You see that? And this is how you can develop a great into the body serve too. Look at that thing break, okay? So I'm coming here. Look at that thing move. One more. Oh, that was awesome, okay? So you can really see that thing go when you're doing this, and you're not worried if they're going in the box or not. You just want to see that movement going from out there into the target. Okay, so the last tip, and I think this is going to help your slice tremendously, is what I like to call the ice cream scoop finish. And it's different than your follow through, like if you're trying to hit a kick serve, for example. If you've watched any of Jeff Saldenstein's videos and my videos as well, we both recommend the same thing, where you first start practicing coming out here and doing what he calls the dirty diaper finish, and then eventually, and I made a really great video with my coach I used to have growing up, Rodney Harmon, starting to learn how to hook in up into your belly button, okay? So learning how to hit that kick, boom, and then curl in towards your belly button right here would be a good finish if you're hitting a kick. Now, for the slice serve, I like to tell people to think about an ice cream scoop finish. So like a big scooping finish, and the more relaxed you are, we want that scoop to come all the way up to where we could basically lick an ice cream cone. So your racket basically turns into the ice cream cone and is all the way up towards your face, okay? That's gonna help us be super relaxed and add a lot of action to the ball. Okay, so you ready? Here we go. So watch this ice cream scoop finish here. Really just being, the key is to be super relaxed, holding the racket loose and curling around. Look how high the finish is right there. You can see I'm almost giving myself a hug. That's another thing you can do to really keep your core under control as you're adding all this action to the ball. Look at that move, one more. And they just feel so smooth and relaxed. So we're having a big finish down. We want to come all the way down here and then all the way up, okay? So there's all your tips on the slice serve. So to kind of do this, you already kind of have to know the slice a little bit. All right, this is not just starting right from a beginner slice serve lesson. But if you want one, and if you want to learn how to do all the different serves in tennis, I actually have a free course for you called Serving A to Z. And it's a really legit free course. It's not just like 3 videos. You get 34 videos. And what you can do is you can click in the card section, either up here or over here. I always forget where they are. But it's one of these, it's in the corner. And you click up there and you'll be taken to that page and you can see everything that you get in Serving A to Z, and you can sign on up. All right, so don't forget to like this video, share it with a tennis buddy, subscribe if you love tennis, and we'll see you on the next video.